Welcome back to Strategy and Snark. Today we're going to go take a look at the Temple of Elemental Evil. This is a classic module that they have adapted into Dungeons & Dragons Online, and recently got a bit of an update. So we are again in the Gatekeeper's Grove. It's kind of where they put a lot of these extra-dimensional, other-world kind of quests. So the reason we're going here is that they have found, the Gatekeepers, have found a bunch of mysterious remnants. They are the things that drop in the treasure chests, dropped by champions, those guys with the extra abilities when you're playing on normal, or playing on hard and elite. So, I believe Temple of Elemental Evil was introduced at the same time as the champions. Anyway, the Gatekeepers are basically the Doctor Strange of Eberron. They want to find out more about these funny little remnants. They cast a spell to resonate with the remnants, figure out where there's a bunch of them, led here. And rather than send their researchers in to a place that is obviously dangerous, they're sending us, because we know danger. That's really it. Like, there's no big bad guy that they're attacking. There's no chasing down of like a stolen page or anything. It's just it's obviously dangerous and they want to send an adventurer. So already I'm seeing some differences from the last time I ran this quest. It was always split into two. But you took the different parts back at the guy out in the Gatekeeper's Grove, and we would already be in the actual quest at this point. This was not a public area. I wonder... Interesting. So this was a monstrously large quest. Like, this is a pack that is technically two quests. It's one quest split into two parts is what it was, but it was intentionally very, very, very large. And I get the impression that what they've done is they've chopped it up a little bit, so you're not trying to go through it in one long sitting anymore, which is what I'm going to be doing anyway. But I am curious to see exactly where they draw the lines. Elmo, really? Let's see. Looking for the thingies. Go talk to Osler. Okay. Map is telling me it's that way. So those first two are going to probably be the, like, ARC quest givers now. Alright, so we're supposed to just go find the Earth Key. Okay. Do we just pop back here between quests and get the next one? I suppose so. Hey, I can summon my hireling now. Alright, so I don't know how relevant it is anymore, but this used to be... Really? Very small map. This used to be like such a long quest that you would sometimes come in here and just hunt rare encounters. Like, it has rare optional. Interesting. So, since he's talking in the background anyway, one of the little optional things you can find are commentary by Will Wheaton, who, if nothing else, you would probably recognize him as Wesley Crusher from Star Trek Next Generation. He's the narrator for this dungeon. And he has little bonus things, like just tidbits he's throwing in, if you click on those things. So, what I was saying is, this area was so big, you would often just come in here and farm out like random encounters, because the enemies are random. They come in little packs, and you will often find like a named guy with a little treasure chest, and you can farm materials to make some weapons. I don't know if these weapons are really worth it anymore. I've never even made one. Like, I find a couple of the weapon blanks that you're supposed to use to make the bigger weapons, but I've never really wanted to run this entire dungeon that many times. I run through part 1 once on every character. I don't usually run through part 2 on everybody because the boss was too hard. Well, I heard they toned it down, but back when I first did this quest, the final boss of part 2 was kind of acted like a raid boss. Oh, hey. Here's one of those optional guys I was talking about. Get some bonus XP in a chest. And none of the materials for the quest. So, my problem was that the boss was like a miniature raid boss. Like, it was not intending to have 12 people or anything. But it had some funky mechanics, and specifically there was basically an insta-kill mechanic if you weren't doing the... Hello? If you weren't doing the fight just right. Which meant for a solo person like me, a very, very, very long walk back for every attempt, because you had to run through the entire dungeon. This is a spell ward. I mentioned these in the last video. It's basically a trap. You can disable it if you're a rogue. You just click on it, get reasonably close, and then hit your button on your bar. I could also cast Dispel Magic on this thing. It's a challenge rating 8. It loses, I think, regular Dispel Magic is either 1 level per cast, or maybe it's 1 to 4 per cast. If it gets to a challenge rating here of 0, it goes away forever. Unfortunately, I don't have enough wisdom to cast Dispel Magic yet. So I am just getting my bearings, killing things as we go. This quest is very large, and I'm not 100% sure where I've been dropped in. It uses a very straightforward map style, kind of like if you were drawing it on graph paper yourself. That's where we came in. Okay. I think the secret passage is wrong, but we're going to take a look at it. Fortunately, I can open this iron bar from this side. Vorka the Frog Keeper? Oh, you're not aggressive. Hi. What's wrong with your frog? Apparently, if I bring him back some spider eggs, he'll feed them to his frog and he'll feel better. That's a new optional for me. They're usually just like named guys and you just beat them up. Alright. Oh, there's another named guy. See, this is the kind of optional I'm used to. Look, a big guy with a name. Time to almost one-shot him with a smite. That's probably just some undead. There's a door on the far side of this one, though. See, I feel like I'm on, like, the complete wrong side of the dungeon. Because usually you just keep going down, is the general idea. The original version, before they cut it up, you just keep going down. And you needed to get keys to get through color-coded doors, but you still just kept going down. Well, that secret door didn't take us anywhere. And this is a dead end. Doesn't look like that on the map, but it is. Don't suppose there's another secret door to go through? No? Well, I have chosen poorly. One more chance at a secret door. Alright. Back the way we came. For the sake of speed, I'd like to be guessing right on which direction we're supposed to go, but I think it's a little more honest as to how most people are going to play this quest. You're going to wander a little bit. You're supposed to. This whole pack is basically this one super long dungeon. So yeah, you're absolutely supposed to get lost. Oh, I came the back way into this room. Fascinating. I have never done that before. Okay, so I know what room I'm in. And this is absolutely worth talking about right here. So this is a crossbow turret. That does not look like what it used to look like. It didn't used to shoot purple things, but yeah. Every single one... This is basically an Eberron machine gun, right? The enemies will absolutely shoot you with that. If you come around this corner, you go, oh, look. That looks neat. Blah, 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 blah. You dead. I don't know if it still does, because I'm not going to... Hey, can I shoot myself? Nope. You can see, that's your warning right there. I believe it also slows you down in addition to damage. So you're taking a hit, you're greatly slowed down, which means you take further hits repeatedly. That is a real nasty surprise. And the way you're supposed to get in here is across this spike pit. There's a where'd the ladder go? I thought you always came in here that way. Or maybe you just shot through the door? I don't know. Weird. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I thought you came in the side door and then you go, haha, bonk. I've definitely seen that crossbow before. But I thought we came in this way. I've never come in that back door. That is new to me, coming in that side. Alright, well, we turned off a rune. Now, we still have activate the eastern rune, so I get the feeling that this was the west rune. So, do I want to go that way, or do I want to just yeet across that spike pit? I'm going to cross the spike pit. We feather fall down, climb up this. Look, we barely took any damage. I usually play on a monk, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I probably just made the jump with my monk. Ah, there's something of note. See that? To the surface. That's the same as that one. There used to be more than one door from that big central room we were in. All of those doors would go down into here somewhere. The door we took in, the official part one door, it's not the door I normally came in. Oh, hello, temple guards. I'm thinking our other rune is around this general direction. Because they're usually pretty symmetrical in Dungeons and Dragons. Both online and on paper. So the other one was here. So I'm thinking it's going to be probably in this room here. Ah, methods. Get here, method. Not seeing. Wait. No, I thought that said rune. It just says door. Still not seeing a rune. Well, maybe they did put it somewhere not perfectly symmetrical. Hey, get out of here. There's a chest on the other side. Stupid acid arrow. Not seeing any runes, but I do see a chest. Romag's attendant. Alright, free toy inside. Really? All of the dots just slowing me down. Romag's Club of Earthen Dominion. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I know that there are some earth elementals. I've never got a thing to specifically deal with them. This feels like it was supposed to be a secret door, based on the map. You hiding doors from me? Alright, apparently there was nothing here other than this weird club. My goal is to go right there, I think. Oh, there's a chest in here. Ah, yes. So these funny-looking little chests, which apparently were not completely unguarded after all. They used to drop materials for the weapons here. And they do not. Astute 4, though. Oh, Astute is intelligence. For a second there, I thought we got our wisdom. They must have taken out the little ingredients, because I haven't... We've got, what, 3? Maybe even... Well, I mean, this is a chest, too. It's locked. Another secret passage? I don't want a secret passage, I want a rune. I want into that middle bit. Ogre Commander? We'll handle him in a minute. I saw a mysterious altar. And another chest. So, these altars. They, again, randomly spawn in the quest, and if you click on them, you get a buff. I got heightened offense. I don't know how much it's heightened. I don't suppose it'll tell me. Don't know how much it's improved. But I got an hour of I Hit Harder. And another one of these secret passages. I still want to go up in there, though. There's another one that's heightened defense, and it'll give you a lot of bonus HP. Assuming it still does what it used to. Braziers. That just leads back to the ballista room. I haven't actually made it into this yet. Secret door? Bear trap. Okay. Alright. See, I feel like this is where I want to be. Because I remember we needed to handle the ballista, and that's the ballista. Hello, treasure chest. Hello, already opened treasure chest. I suppose I could go through some of those fireplace secret doors, but I feel like they're only going to send us back down here. And this is where we walked in, so all of this is option, like just more quest, I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure we want in there. But we couldn't get that way. Well, this thing does say Eastern Route. East is generally this way, so maybe the other rune is in the bottom half of the quest somewhere. There are a lot of bad guys. If I was on a harder difficulty, or if they had counted more players in here, no. I really don't want to be on the south side. The Bugbear Bandit. So, I'm not seeing as many enemies as I'm used to. This quest and the Slaver's Chain came out, I think, around the same time, or at least they had the same concept behind them of just droves of enemies. Like every single... There are a lot of locked chests here, too. Every single spawn of enemies was just a ton of guys, and it was a slog and a half. If you weren't, I don't know, a two-handed paladin. They've apparently cut down on the number of enemies per spawn, because we're only getting like 3. Anything hidden in the boxes? No. Just need that rune. Well, we need the rune and we need to figure out where the game's expecting me to go. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of this quest, but I feel like it has never taken me this long to get to the Earth Temple before. Especially because that Earth Temple is only your first stop. You're supposed to go through a temple of every elemental type. Some of them are bigger than others. Like the Earth Temple was the first major one. And then Water and Fire were basically just single room encounters. And the Air one was another big map like this, but if you knew if you could get secret doors, you could just walk straight to the key you needed. So air usually was very fast. But I don't remember this part taking me so long to find the door to the earth one. Oh, oh. There's a rune in here. And I remember this room. The harpies in the... The harpies sang their song. Harpies and sirens are kind of basically the same monster. I know that there was not a lever in the harpy dining hall before. That was not there before. Well, I went literally north. And I think they meant up there north. Well, here's more stuff. I mean, I can click on these thingies. So, I get the feeling that now that I've hit both runes, now I might be able to actually get into that big, obvious section right there. Kind of hoping that this curves over to the left, takes me up there another way. Oh no, this is the gargoyle room. Which used to be... This was the way down another floor? I feel like we came here for something. Secret door. Secret door. Maybe because I haven't killed all the guys yet. Do you want to die? Okay. I'll just run over to each of you individually, wake you all up, and I'll kill you all at once. How about that? And does this open the door? Hey. I know there's something here. Apparently true seeing isn't enough to do it. I want to say there was just another fighting chest back there. Like a... Not one of the named guys, but... Well, I think it was a named guy. What if I just search? No? Alright. I mean, you can... There's obviously something else back there, because you can see it on the map. I feel like there was like a mummy back there. It sounds right, but... I don't remember not being able to open the door. Well, let's go see if anything new has appeared. Oh, I guess I need to actually turn. We hit the two things. Let's go see if we can actually get in. You know what? Where does this take me? This secret passage. Does this shortcut me to where I want to be? Just in some way? I was reading the map instead of paying attention to my positioning. Now it's just takes us back to the one we skipped before. But this will take us this will take us to where the ballista was. And that is one of the rooms I wanted to check out, was see if the ballista room had anything new. Greetings, cultists. double checking they didn't respawn before I run through there. Alright, well we got a grinding sound to the north. Still nothing... Oh, really? Being mortally wounded and your fellows hacked down wasn't good enough? We've covered a lot of ground. See? Runes. Now I can walk into the Earth Temple. That's new. That was not there before.
Is much wider than many of the others you've seen. The sound of stone.
Yeah, those runes were not a thing before. Now we are on the outer ring. We want to be on the inner part here, assuming they haven't changed anything. Earth affinity. What does that do? I do additional earth damage.
This magical barrier glows sickly green. It seems impenetrable.
Okay. First of all, they forgot to actually draw the barrier. Imagine a sickly green barrier here. But yeah, that didn't used to say to the surface. That used to be down to the air temple, if I remember right. There should be, probably just on the other side, but to the library, huh? Wonder if that still goes to the library. Yep, there was just a... We could have gone in from this side, but I bet you there's another one of those doors that we couldn't have got into the library without the two runes being hit. Because there's no way they would just let us in. Northeast corridors, see?
A belligerent cleric stands atop a stone altar in the center
Really?
of this chamber.
We're just gonna start over here.
Earth elementals patrol around the altar.
Alright, let's see if that club does anything. Kerbonk. Okay, that's kind of funny. Let's go kerbonk all of them. Kerbonk. I said bonk. Bonk, I say. Thank you. You, bonk. I have dominion over earth elementals. He said 4. One more earth elemental? Or are they just gonna... Don't suppose you guys want to go crush that boss guy for me? Oh, there's the other one. And... bonk! Oh, you're a Romag. I killed your attendant. Which you probably figured out. Okay, are you the key? Yep, you're the key. Whoop. So this part, was this the door we came in? No. I remember coming in here and you'd have to circle around and take out the earth elementals to circle around, like kind of spiral into the middle. Which I guess we still did this part. We just have to go back around. We'll wave our key around in front of where there was supposed to be a sickly green barrier. Apparently I did not successfully walk. Okay, it's the top end of this here. We came in right there. Yeah, there's the gap in the wall. I'm curious if there's a symmetrical gap in the wall over here. There is. Is there one more door we have over here?
The Earth Temple key begins to quiver and shake.
So there's 3 different ways into the Earth Temple. they start you in a weird spot. Like, I don't remember starting that far away. I remember starting more like, maybe more like in the middle here. And so it was just get through the ballista and walk in. Weird. I guess it makes sense if they are turning each of these floors into their own quest. There we go. We got finish. And it takes us back to temple grounds instead of taking us down. And I betcha we're going to get told to go back and probably talk to you to do the other half of that. And it's going to be... Well, let's just... What's next? Air Elemental? I'm curious how this is going to play out, because... Alright, so we're supposed to take out the wizard. Does this drop me where I'm expecting? I know that. That's the boss room. Hello, scroll. The Air Temple quarters can be found in the passageway to the west of the Air Temple. Okay. Who are they just... Okay. This looks like what I remember. This is what I was expecting. The key is down there somewhere. The key we want. But we have to go and shut down... If it works the way it used to the Hall of Triumphant Evil. Like, there's another whole bunch of stuff here. To the Fire Temple? The Fire Temple didn't used to be over there. Game? Game. There we go. We can move again. As is normal with an online game, sometimes the server just spits you out. Oh, we lost our map progress? So, this is what I was talking about earlier, that the water and fire temples are just, like, single room things. Not the sprawling maze puzzle that the other... That, like, the Earth one apparently was even more than I remembered. Guess I could buff up. Water temple's pretty quick. Now, whether we actually need to do these anymore, I don't know. Water temple fountain, temple altar... You get some water. We're going to put the water in the fountain. Now we can go in. Although I feel like... Am I wrong that there was a secret door there? Apparently. No real point in opening the doors as we go. They are all going to aggro after they finish summoning their thing of worship. Yoink. And it's... Oh, do I not... Oh, I'm a high enough level to have freedom of movement yet. So these guys were supposed to die. Like, that thing is effectively a gelatinous cube. It's just like the living pool of water, which is pretty cool. It normally kills all them, so apparently normal mode's damage is debuffed enough that they failed to actually die to their own cutscene. Alright, we need to push levers for these to get out. cold resistance for water elementals because they like to shoot the frost lance. Here's my lever. Lever? Is just kill the water elemental was the lever? Yep. Kill the other water elemental. Water elemental. And we're out. See, far more straightforward than the Earth Temple. Like, the Earth Temple, the actual Earth Temple is very small. Getting to the Earth Temple is the challenge of the Earth Temple. Otherwise, it's just go kick the guy in the face. See, it even says, to dungeon level 3. I don't think it... Let's find out if it would actually take me down another floor. I don't think it does anymore. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to be? Gate. Oh, we're on the back side of... Okay. This is kind of in the general direction we need to go for the earth, or air elemental... air temple, anyway. So, in order to complete the air temple portion, we need to go find their... really? I swear we could really use freedom of movement, but that's a level 4 spell. We need to find their living quarters. And in the living quarters is a guy with a lever in his bedroom. We pull the lever. Whether they've changed that or not, I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty sure I used to just walk through a secret door and go straight from the air... I mean, we don't have it on the map anymore, but it's basically the air temple is right there. Go, secret door, get it. I didn't notice any secret door when we were... That was right where we disconnected. Orc Shaman... We're in the quarters. Like, we can see all the beds and stuff. Hi. You're the guy I was thinking of. So, we hit the rune. I guess I should wait for my vision to come back. We hit the rune that was in his room. And that cuts down the wind in the air temple and lets us actually jump down there. And I'm pretty sure it used to just be a secret door that I would have taken, but... Here we go, to the air. It's just a regular door. This will stick us right where we want to be. Hall of Triumphant Evil is an awesome sounding place that I don't think is relevant. I remember this. I remember the weird, like, skinny door. Alright, so we're gonna jump down. We can now access this key. And we get attacked by a Garistro. Well, maybe it was always... I thought it was an air elemental, but maybe I was just stereotyping. You can use the tornadoes to get back out. And now we're gonna go... We're gonna go handle the fire temple. Wonder if they changed the fire temple, because the fire temple used to be either free or... I mean, I guess I have fire resistance, so it's still free. Whoop. And one for you. So just like the water temple, they're not immediately aggressive. I can run over here and I can talk to their altar. And the altar gives us an option. If I pay enough tribute, I can just take the key. If I insult them... I have to talk to you first. Okay. You can give... if you can insult them with 1 platinum, you can overpay them, or one of these ones in the middle is what they want. Or I'm a paladin and we're just gonna kick ass. I'm also on normal mode, so I'm not afraid of it. And now the key is mine. So now we have to find Falnerith, who shouldn't be that hard to find, because we should just go down right there. I don't want to go to the Eastern Halls. I want to go back where I came. So we do not need to go, well, as far as I know, any of those other, like, side things that are on all sides of here. You don't have to go there. There's stuff there. Just like we wandered around the Earth area. That was gonna be right there. I feel like you go around the corner here and it used to take you down. Hello, Owlbear. I feel like the door is right here. I don't want to go that way. I want to say... We don't have to go very far to get to what I want, if I'm remembering correctly. Hello, Troll Chief. I mean, I could just be second-guessing myself. Did he say oncologist? I mean, he's dead now. That would be hilarious. Yeah, this is not the way I want to go. It must have been down that way. Because I'm pretty sure that when I was... Oh. I'm not sold on this. That's not the loading screen I was expecting. Chamber unlocked, huh? Oh. Alright. Restaurant, I'm guessing? No? Interesting. Oh, it connects... Right, the water elemental, then you go around the corner. Okay. Okay. Invisible barrier, there's our water key. Oh, you saw it for a second. And, up there's your flash of fire. And your flash of air. There used to be one more, and I'm pretty sure they used to not be in... There you didn't... They're slightly off. You used to need the earth key too, but obviously this wasn't split back then. This is not what I was expecting. Hi, would you all like to knock it off so I can continue looking for things that look more familiar? And in many, many more seconds, I will be able to swing my weapon again. Not the room I was expecting to see. Oh, bad guys. Okay, this is where you used to have to go and use the keys. You know, earth key, air key, water key, fire key. It used to be right here, not in that other hallway. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it's throwing me off that things are moved slightly. Do I care about resting? Probably not. Because we're up against the actual boss next. So this boss has a number of friends. You know what? Maybe I should rest so I can cast all my resists. Fire resist for you. Let's see. I don't think we need acid resist, but... So, this boss is elementally themed. Temple of Elemental Evil, right? He's an elementally themed wizard. He has multiple elementals in his fight. And as you will see, his arena is split into 4 sections, one for each element. You cannot kill his elementals when they are on their own element. You need to drag them off into another element before you are able to kill them. And then he also has a demon that I think joins the fight. But I don't remember if it joins the fight at the start or if it joins the fight after you kill the elementals. So you can see the fire elemental area, right? Nice and obvious. This is the water elemental area because it's full of water. You got some rocks for earth, and then that by default is the air one. So, there's the evil wizard. I mean, I don't know why I've come. I'm come for the remnants. I think he has mistaken me for somebody else. Alright, come here. Come here. All of you come over here. Do you count as not standing in your space yet? No? Earth Elemental, you've got to count as not in your space. There we go. There's one. I need you guys to actually cross the line, please. Come here, Elementals. Where's the Fire Elemental? So there's his demon pet, which has the wrong creature type to threaten me. There we go. Now we can... Ooh. Air Elemental had a bad day. His pet is dead, so he is now aggressive. Oop. I still want to drag that water elemental in here. Come on, there we go. Now that it's out of the water, I can damage it. And now Mr. Wizard doesn't have any of his powers. There is supposed to be a fire elemental. Like, is very clearly supposed to have a fire elemental. Maybe because I'm on normal? Maybe I didn't have to fight all 4? You're supposed to have 4. So, when he was talking, he mentioned a page that he found, and he has almost freed Zuggitmoy. The pages are referring to the Codex of Infinite Planes. Yoink. I believe this was our first introduction to them. This was not a case of, oh, somebody stole the stupid page again. This was like, we found one. Because turns out the page is made of the same stuff as the mysterious remnants. The remnants are, I think, broken bits of page. Let's see, there should be a skull sitting here. There we go. The Orb of Golden Death. Which is an actual item that I can use, and would be so nice if it didn't drop on exiting adventure. I think you can get your own version, but it's in a treasure chest somewhere. Alright. We pick up the orb, it opens the door. And then I think we stick the orb on a pedestal. Yeah. And it opens the door to part 2. But the orb will have to stay here. And now we can move into part 2. Oh, we got an item. Radiance, Nullification, Necromancy. I haven't really paid attention to the named items in these quests because it takes a long time to... Used to take a long time to get to the end chest. I don't see any wisdom items, so whatever. So, yeah, that used to just be one long quest with... It didn't actually take that long once you knew what you were doing, because you could shortcut your way straight to the Earth Elemental Temple, which apparently you can't do anymore. You have to go hit the levers. We get another bonus reward for doing both of those, and none of those are wisdom. I don't suppose you just have a shop. I want sell. I want sell. What the hell? For 57,000 platinum, I can buy an adamantine maul? Not even a magic one? Weird. Lumps of coal, like... Why do I want that? Okay, so a legacy work. So yeah, they took out all of the little mushrooms and stuff I was expecting to find here. They're not in the quest anymore. Who's Zuggitmoy? Yeah. Zuggitmoy is a demon lord. Like, if you go and look at the, like, not the, I don't think it's in the monster manual, but I think Descent into Avernus, that book has Zuggitmoy as one of the demon lords. I know one of the books has all the demon lords in it. Alright, so there's a lot of doors over here. So this is the one I normally skipped because it got... Alright, well, let's see what they did to it. So, Note of Fire. Let's see what happens. You know, these are marked in the journal. I wonder if I can find it in here. These are marked in the journal as level 7 to start. See, look at that. Temple of Elemental Evil. Not even started. Did they just leave the old versions on the quest list? Do they both just auto-complete if I finish this one? Weird. Also, it looks like my internet connection is gone again, so be right back. Well, how rude. Apparently they just spit us out of the quest that time. More likely I never fully loaded into the quest itself. Alright. It's a little sad though, because my HP keeps getting hit every time we go out and back in. I believe that is because they are loading your character and then they load in your equipment. So all of my plus HP type stuff does not end up counted. Interesting. So all 4 of the elemental nodes, as they call them, used to just, well, again, it used to just be one long quest. You had to run into, there was a little piece of quest first. You had to fight. Wow, I wonder if we're just not going to do that part. There was a little hallway. You had to go off to the right, hit a lever, come back straight down the hallway, fight a mini-boss, a pair of named guys, and then you'd go around the corner and you'd have the 4 different elemental nodes were in 4 different directions. Only one of them would be unlocked at the start, and you just had to explore all of them in order to find your way maze-like to Zuggitmoy. What do you say? This is new. Okay, flame consumes, follow the vortexes left behind, so kill fire elementals, I'm guessing, and jump through their portals? Light beacons, bring sacrifices to altar, don't come empty-handed. Alright, well, I think we should cast fire resist. That seems like probably the right thing to do. Also, really? There's no... Okay, yeah, we can walk up this ramp here. I was gonna say, we have to run through the lava? Like, nah, we... Ooh, hello. Gate beacon. That's new. Now, I will say, I was not a fan of Part 2 in its original form. These were basically just 4 differently painted versions of these same caverns. This one is painted slightly red. And you would just run around hitting Q for 20 minutes at a time, looking for little nodes. Like, just little, like, collectible nodes. Kind of like the commentary balls we saw in Part 1. You were just looking for those. And then I think eventually you'd either find a lever or a key or some bullshit. And you'd be able to go from the elemental node you're in to the next one and then just repeat. And it took forever to find all of the thingamajigs. I didn't see any portal spawn. So I still don't know what the vortex means. There were no giant, obvious gate beacon things. That's new. I'm not complaining. I mean, if they turned these into some actual quests instead of 4 copies of the same Where's Waldo treasure hunt, I'm not going to complain if these are better than they used to be. What do we got here? Oh, what the fuck? What? What? There was absolutely not a freaking dragon here before. Yo. IR Paladin. Yo to the low. There was no dragon here before. Are you random here? Was I supposed to kill you as part of this quest? What the There was not a dragon here before. Not even. What? This is a level I think it's level 8 now. It's level 8 quest. Is that the lowest level dragon in the game now? I mean, I'm only 3 levels over this quest. That's not... Might be the lowest level dragon in the game. Unless you count the one from the tutorial, but you don't technically fight that one. Huh. Huh. I'm quite amused. So far they've added beacon things we're supposed to light, which I don't 100% know what we're supposed to do with that other than find them and light them. They've added a freaking dragon. Oh, there's a gate beacon down here. I can smell it. Get out of here, all you. Yeah, so this is way easier to spot than the old nodes used to be. They used to just be these little motes. And they could be in like some really crappy spots, especially in the water one. They could be in some really like hard to spot places. I wouldn't be surprised to see some in lava even. Like they were randomly placed. So like you could look up a map on the wiki, but it would only show you potential spawns. And this place was huge, okay? Huge. And don't forget, this is just 1 out of 4. You used to have to do all 4 identical bullshit hunting, I spy level, go find the items in a row to complete, like, no save points, no one at a time. You had to do all of them in one sitting to even then get to fight the boss and hopefully win. I bet you that piece of quest that I'm remembering, I bet you they stuck it in front of the boss. You probably do that and then the boss. I bet you that's what they did. Bet you that's what they did. Alright. Obviously I don't know where the new gate thingies are, but they're big and easily found with Q, so... 2 left. I feel like we need to remember that spot because it had a door that was all fiery. That's probably where we go once we find the other 2 gates. Get out of here, bat. I pick this way. I'm not really surprised that dragon didn't have any gate by him. Usually when they throw a dragon in a quest, if it's not like part of the actual quest, they make it optional. Here, another commentary orb. Yep. So there is that. I mean, just as a point of reference, that is about the size of the thing we used to have to find. And they could be freaking anywhere. I get the feeling that these gate thingies are probably not randomly placed anymore. But we'll see. I really shouldn't click on the commentary things. I don't know if that's actually coming through, but it's just going to sound like somebody's talking in the background until he's done. They are interesting. My understanding is that Will Wheaton is actually like a fun guy to be around. Like, it doesn't matter if you think his character's contribution in Next Generation was a little contrived. He's supposedly a nice guy. Has his own like gaming channel. I don't know if he's still doing it, but he is More active than a lot of the other child stars that kind of go off and just end up burning out and overdosing on something. Definitely somebody I'd want to hang out with, at least from the impressions I've got. Alright, so what do we got? We only need one more of those beacons. So we started with the 1. That was the dragon. We skipped that section and we found basically 2 down here. I'm going to say it's over here because I think this is going to connect to that other section that we didn't do. This feels the most right. This is just going to be immediately a dead end. Just immediately a dead end. Okay. Just obviously the wrong way. There's only one left. So if I choose wrong, only one of these ways can be the right way. So this is where having extra players helps, assuming that you can all handle, you know, fire elementals. Fire is like probably the least dangerous element, for being honest, because they mostly just attack by literally throwing fire at you, and fire resistance is like the most common resistance. I mean, heck, even playing a fire sorcerer was bad for a long time because everything was immune to fire. Well, immune/resistant after a certain level. You know, you played it to... Ooh, there's the thingy. You played fire sorcerer because it was fun at the low levels, and then you switched to something more reliable later. It has come back around again. When they introduced Tiefling, Tiefling basically cheats. And yeah, it's... Fire Sorcerer is ridiculous. Fire Sorcerer was one of the contenders for what class I was going to play for this series. I chose not to do it because A, I forgot that they made Tiefling free, and B, I'm pretty sure Tiefling is free, and B, I didn't want to start with a magic user, because if somebody's going to start playing this game by following along a playthrough like this, I want it to be a melee playthrough. When we finish this one, depending on what else I've got going on, I may go back and do like a TR, reincarnate my Fire Sorcerer playthrough again, but with all of my paid for bonuses. Just do the pay to win playthrough. It would be much faster. Alright, I guess we just... There's probably a boss that they added. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna guess that Frawl the Burning is our new little boss. I vaguely remember there used to be a optional boss in this, back when they were all connected. I vaguely remember there was like an optional boss that you could only get at if you did all of the nodes. So if you got lucky back in the day, there was still all 4 elemental nodes. If you got lucky, you could find the passage to Zuggitmoy and not have to do all 4. But if you found all of the little motes in all 4 nodes, it would open up an extra fight. I don't even know what it was. I don't think I ever had the patience to find all the things. So, of course my inventory's full. I don't need bolts anyway. Alright, so we just get... Do we recall? Portal to the Shrine of Fire. We're in the Shrine of Fire. Do we just recall? I guess so. kind of surprised they don't have the... They had like almost like a transporter pad, although I don't recognize this room specifically. When you found, there was a transporter pad that had all 4 elemental nodes, and it was somewhere in each of the areas, and you could use it to port between the 4 of them at will to go look for the little bits and bobs. I ain't complaining. I'm just noting that it is interesting that that is now absent. I don't have any inventory. I can't actually take any of this. What is eating up all of my inventory space? I do not need literal shit. Don't need that. Don't need that. Let's just drink this potion to get it out of here. I need to just not hit loot all on every single treasure chest. Is the real answer. There. If I am more... Oh, I can eat this rock. There we go. If I'm more picky about what I pick up, we should be fine. Alright. Knee-jerk reaction to the changes to Part 2. All over it. Love it. We haven't even done the other ones yet. Alright, now we just go to the water node. We're probably going to go boop, 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 do all 4 in a row. Here, the earth node, air node, water node. Depths of the temple. That one interests me. I really want to know what they did with that little opening section that's missing now. Alright, so in the original version, we would just literally rinse and repeat what we had just done, finding 4 thingamabobs. There was no boss to any of them, because the boss was the boss. Follow lights, light beacons, don't come empty-handed, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we're probably just going to do the same thing 4 times. The water one was always the jerk because of the swimming. Made it a lot harder to tell when you were going the right way, especially when there's a... What is that? Oh. Oh. Currents. We got speed boost rings in the game now. Interesting. I wonder if they're 2-way or if they only go... I wonder if they only go 1 way. And I wonder if they always point in the way you're supposed to go. Get out of here, methods. Nobody likes methods. Alright, let's try this one. Ooh. Can I swim into you backwards? No? Definitely going this way? Oh, we are not nearly at the surface, which is... Oh, hello. Beacon. Marine ghoul? I don't think I've ever killed a marine ghoul before. There's a big ol'... Oh. Boing? Does it just reset us to the... No, it sent us somewhere new. Because I remember... We didn't find any fire elementals that did that, but that was interesting. So that's the one we just found. That's where we started. We went and we turned originally. This is kind of reminding me of the end of Zelda Majora's Mask. The water trial, where you just had to flow with the currents to get to the right end. So maybe every time we get to an end, there'll be a waypoint to reset us to the start, and we have to pick a different set of caves to swim through. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm kind of hoping we find another dragon. Or some other equally impressive bonus boss. What would it be? If it's not a dragon, I mean, they could very easily just put in the 4 corresponding dragons. If it's not a dragon, what would it be? What would be a big scary water boss? Well, not a frost giant, that's for sure. We just fought a fire giant in the other one. Are you supposed to be like... Nope, I guess you were my bonus boss. I dig the oversized chest. We'll pick that up, and none of that. And yes, I know that the hireling said it was trapped, but our paladin. We just hit things with our forehead. Paladin and Barbarian are a lot closer together than people would really think. They're only really divided by the lawful versus chaotic kind of idea. I'm surprised there aren't more like Paladin Barbarian buddy comedy kind of webcomics, considering just how often they overlap. Alright, so we don't want to go that way because we've been there before. Let's go this way. We need 2 gate beacons left. Oh, there's a thing below us. Let's go ahead and go down, I guess. Down in this way. We can go up or we can go over. This is probably just air, right? Oh, no, we can get out of the water here. Splash, splash, splash. Okay. Pay a little more attention. Well, there's nothing here. There's some fungus. Yeah, I'm not putting effort into getting fungus. I'm not wearing any shoes. Oh, and there was nothing over here either, huh? Interesting. Because dead-end paths are what you want to find when you're cave diving. Alright, so that whole... I mean, if the gate beacons are randomly placed, it could have been in that room. If they are not randomly placed, I didn't want more than fungus when I dive even deeper into a cave. I got a good feeling about this one, though. Are you a monkey? No, you're just an old man with a beard doubled over. Huh. Okay. Some cultist got lost, I guess. Don't know how else you'd get down here. Not what I was expecting to find. I was really expecting that to be one of the beacons. We're kind of running out of paths I haven't gone down. But it is the water area, right? The map only shows you like a top-down view, so if there's a path that goes, say, underneath a different path, we might not even catch it. Speed boost! More speed boosts! Whee! This, whoa. Okay. So there's the actual door once we hit all the things. Which, so, yeah, that'll be easy enough to find. I don't smell any interactable things other than squishing these. Ice Elemental is cute. Ooh, what's that? Waypoint. That's probably how you get back up there. Okay. Are you just another waypoint, though? Why would I do the one in the water? Or do you go somewhere new? We went somewhere new when we went into the other waypoint. Maybe we want the waypoints. I don't smell anything in the water. This is probably the exit of a waypoint. Maybe that one after we do something. So we have a lead. We're going to go this way, and if we don't find the gate things, we've got a waypoint in the water to try out. Got some water to swim into the left. Don't detect anything. We've got a puddle right here that looks, according to the map, it goes to the right or down. See, I thought this was going to be a quick one. I thought we were just going to have to pick the directions in the water and then reset and try a different way. Oh, see, here's one. Okay. Kind of overlapping on itself. Alright, one more. One more thingamabob. Nothing in the water. Let's see what happens if we swim through here. Looks like a little bit more path in either direction. Left? Gonna guess nothing, because we're right underneath where the other one would have taken us. These caves are very different than I remember. Like, completely overhauled. There didn't used to be anything other than, like, blank, wet cavern, and occasionally you would find a node thingy just full of, like, tons of enemies every 4 steps. We were already here, so let's go this way. They've definitely toned down the number of enemy spawns. I want to say the enemies even respawn, but maybe I'm thinking of slave lords. Gate thingy? Yeah, shrine. Found something. Alright, well, I don't know, there is one more little... Yeah, because we went around one way, not the other. Okay. Let's just make sure that there's not another beacon right there. Because I still don't know if these are randomly placed or not. If they're not randomly placed, I would expect it not to be this close to, like, you would more evenly space them out around the quest if you're doing it on purpose. But if you just made a bunch of potential spots, They could be on top of each other. I don't smell it, though. We did get another one of those guys. Okay. Oh, bit of map right there. Alright, let's go check out that waypoint we had in the main room. That is our next thing we're going to check out, because I think I don't really have any other paths I haven't gone down, assuming that this is not, assuming that connects and it's not two different paths going like one over the other. Really? Couldn't just step over that? At least this is easy enough to find. Alright. So that waypoint was just in the water. Bloop. Very bright if you're actually in the water. Kind of reminds me of the egg in Harry Potter that didn't make sense unless you were underwater. It's the water node, so... Oh, we've been here before. This is the same spot we got spit out before. We're very close to the entrance. Does it just take us to the same place every time? Let's go in here and turn right. Oh, current going the other direction. And that way we've already got one of the gate beacons. Well, I was expecting something a little bit more useful. That was the frost giant. Is there anything... That was the frost giant. That was a whole bunch of nothing. Can I go like this? Oh, yep, it sucking me in. But we end up in the same spot. The current is really pulling on me in here. It's going to spit us out by the same spot, and we'll just take the waypoint back. Up. Yep. Just double check there wasn't anything else over there. Weird. Zoop. Alright, back on this same spot. So... let's go into the big room again and swim around. There's a lot of map we haven't revealed. Maybe there's another... passageway I just didn't see on the first go. Come on. Actually, let's stop here. Okay, apparently I can't stop there. We're going faster than the game can load the music cues. Alright, nothing down here so far. Got some icebergs. This is the... oh, interesting. Got like some Nordic rune stuff kind of going on there. That's where we need to go after we find the gate beacon, for sure. For sure. Yeah, we can see there's a path right there. I bet you we go underwater and we swim through it. Ah, there's one underneath here too. If I jump through here, do I just dive faster? Oop, here we go. Here we go, we got something promising. Whee! Alright. we've got 3 ways to go, and one of them actually has the speed booster in it, which makes me want to go the opposite way. So you may have noticed that I pay 0 attention to that breath meter. When your breath meter runs out, you start taking damage so slowly it does not matter. The hireling will heal me, and I don't. You don't need water breathing in this game unless you are really, really paranoid about meters filling up. All right. Well, there was definitely a room there, even if it was empty this time. Man, these caves look nothing. Like, I cannot reiterate enough that these caves do not look anything like they used to. I mean, you could argue that yes, it's still a cave and it's still full of water, but this map is way different than it was. Some fungus down there. You know, after all these years, it's kind of novel to get a quest pack shaken up this much. Ooh, was that? Ooh, a mysterious altar. Some of the old ones get a little stale, and it's not really the quest pack's fault that, you know, get a lot more defense. It's not the quest pack's fault that it gets old. Don't care about any of that. It's kind of like eating your favorite food over and over again will make you not like that food over time. It's kind of that same idea. And then, you know, one day somebody's like, here, put this hot sauce on it. And you're like, oh, I love my favorite food again because now I can have it with hot sauce and it's different again and I love it again. Definitely, like, I'm still wandering around the whole map, right? We're kind of struggling to find the last gate thingy, but this is still so much better than it used to be. So remember, this used to be one long quest. So if you got a bad luck on the random placement like we're kind of getting here, this was still sure, one freaking quest. You had to finish this and the fire one and the earth one and the air one and the boss. Like, it was a slog. Like, I'm doing it on purpose, but oh wait, there was actually a room here. There's way more down here than I was expecting to find. This actually kind of looks familiar. Like, this little section, now that I look at the map, I kind of remember this. They might have kept this from the original version. Or, you know, cave full of water looks all the same. Once we find it, we are good to go. Well, there's another shrine up ahead. At least we're on solid ground for a second. I should probably recast my cold resistance. Would they put the gate thing in water? I don't think so. I think it would have to be on land. like, technologically, they could put it underwater. There's no reason they couldn't put it in the water. But I don't believe that they would. Noxious crystal ooze. It's a new kind of ooze to me. Eventually, I will pick the right direction at random. Well, I knew this was a shrine already, but hey. Now it's going to be on the map, so I don't forget. Shrine obtained. Adventurers pack. Go ahead and put cold resistance on both of us again. Oh, I wonder if the swirlies are trying to point us to where the thing is. Kind of like how when we did through the Told You Would, there were signs giving us hints to where to go so we weren't wandering around randomly. I wonder if I've been ignoring those and they were telling us where to go so we didn't wander around. We'll have to keep an eye out for that in the other two. The quest might have been trying to tell us where they were, and I was ignoring it. I was actively going the other way to explore. Alright. Next time, because we're gonna fight whatever this boss is and just be done with this quest. The water one is probably the longest one, and it was the one I always hated the most, because swimming is very slow. And the three-dimensional aspect of it made it more difficult to follow the map to see if you'd already looked somewhere. The air one has a little bit of it because the air one involves a lot of, like, jumping. That is not where we are. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. And a swing. Ah. That's what I've been expecting. Dragon to actually fight back. Alright. There was a frost dragon in here. Nice. High five this shrine. Oh, I guess we should take our... We should look at the loot. Oh, we actually got a named item. What do we got? It's got a set bonus? I don't remember there being set bonuses here. Alright, we got light armor, so like roguey types. Built-in blur. Plenty of fortification. For okay amount of fortification, but for level 8, it's an okay amount of fortification. I was kind of hoping with a name like Crushing Wave, it would have Crushing Wave Guard on it, but that might be too much for level 8. Oh, we should pick it up because we've been... we have been having those connection issues, so let's make sure we don't leave that behind. It's fine. I would probably not replace my Feywild armor for it, but if I didn't... We got lucky and got a Feywild armor. Also, I'm a heavy armor character, but that's... There's not usually a whole lot of good light armor. Who uses light? Rogue? Alchemist? Warlock? It could see some use. Very happy that there was a dragon in there after all. Alright, I'm gonna... 50-50 shot. You think it's gonna be air next or... Oop, wrong guy. Air next or earth? I'm gonna say air, because I think we're doing them backwards. Earth. Alright. That's... So I just clicked on his little blurb thing because, like, these are all new NPCs to me. These didn't exist before. And not only did it ask a question that I hadn't even thought about, it had a good answer. So Zugetmoy is like the rot demon, like mushrooms and stuff. So why build a cult around 4 different elements, none of which are mushroom? And the guy said, because it would be more popular. She understands YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna guess we want acid elemental. Acid resistance. Alright. Oh. What are you up there? What is that? Background stuff, apparently. Oh yeah, like crystals and stuff, because it's not lava. To mark well the poisonous lights. So that's probably what... They're telling us to follow the lights. Let's try following the lights. Stupid sand methods. Alright. There's a thingamajig. Did you cast fire elemental? Oh no, I'm on the wrong tab. I thought the hireling cast fire resistance on me. You gotta make sure when you're done buffing to move back to your combat tab, or you're going to very awkwardly be casting a buff over and over again instead of fighting. Alright, where's the wispy wisp? Which directions do we go, wisps? Wisps? Ah, this way. Man, if these actually do lead us straight to the gate, the beacon thingies, that would be awesome. That would shorten these dramatically. And yes, they are all technically... Oh, but if we follow them perfectly, we're not going to find like a green dragon or something. There's a bonus fight in here somewhere, if it matches the pattern. You gotta fight the bonus boss. Well, we'll find out. There's a thingy. I am amused at the changes. Yes, these are going to be basically 4 of the same quest, but find and replace all of the earth elementals with ice elementals. The fire elementals turn into water elementals. Yeah. It wants me to go that way. But there's so much more cave this way. Alright. We'll go the way it wants me to go. So it definitely wants me to go that way. Oh, is that the thing? No. I thought that was the thing right there. Oh, there it is. Yep. So what happens now? Does the green thing just go away until I get close to another one? Or is it going to lead me by the nose to the next one? I don't see any swirls. So maybe we have to get close enough to the next one. Alright, we'll just keep our eyes out for swirlies as we also hopefully find another dragon to beat up. It's interesting that it was... We found a dragon in the fire one, but it wasn't the boss. And then we found a giant in the second one instead, and then the dragon was the boss. Is this pattern going to keep up as well? Dragons are notoriously difficult to fight. Like, they are given powers specifically because they're dragons, right? It's in the name of the game, Dungeons and Dragons. Surprisingly few dragons in this game. So, not seeing any swirly swirls. I'd like to take out the whole set of dragons. So, the reason they're hard to fight as melee is because they have a shock and awe thing where it slows you down. So it's harder for you to maintain your positioning and stay close to things. What's a tacky? Oh, another... Just another lost dude. Alright. So not only do they have the thing that slows you down, they have the wing buffet, which we saw throws you away. So you have to run back up to the dragon while slowed down. They all have their breath attacks. They have knockdown on their melee attacks built in. There's a lot of ways to die from basically any distance when you're fighting a dragon. The most reliable way to kill them is hit them from a distance and run in circles so that they try to chase you and hit you with their melee attacks, and you're just not there, because if you're not in range of the swing, you have infinity armor class. This was the gate beacon, yeah. I'm not seeing a lot of extra road we could have walked. I guess this could have been... There could be another path right here. Alright, so we're back. Oh, we got a sparkle. Umber Hulk. You don't normally travel alone. I wonder if it's just trying to lead you to them in a specific order? Because we... Like, yeah, this whole section was a waste, and there was no swirly thingy there. But... there was no swirly thingy to tell us we were going the wrong way. Oh, hello, big boy. Hello, big boy. I'm gonna break your BMOS, and then I'm gonna break you. I bet you're supposed to sneak around this guy rather than aggro him and potentially die. Oh man, I am coming back here on an epic character. I'm really hoping that if you beat it at a higher difficulty, they maybe drop like dragon scales, because there are some crafters in the game you can use dragon scales to make cool armor. Oh, a mushroom cap. I wonder what that does. Oh, death block. Good luck and false life and proof against poison. It says mushroom cap, right? Oh, I'm a dragonborn. I can't see if it actually has a mushroom hat or not. I'll have to put it on another character to find out. Crown of Summer is still just too good to give up. But hey, we found an interesting item. Oh, and hey, we found the... found where we're supposed to be going. So we couldn't not find the Earth Dragon. Well, Acid Dragon. Couldn't not find it because we would have had to have walked past it to get here.
Sealed off by a mighty step.
Alright, so we will just continue following the shinies. Not those shinies. That's shiny. There's gotta be another dragon in the air temple. Or the air node. There's gotta be.
As the cavern ceiling drops ever lower, you can almost feel the oppressive weight.
So, taking bets on what they're gonna do with the other dragon. It's gotta be a blue dragon. I'm sure it's gonna be a blue dragon. So the first dragon was hidden down a dead end. Completely optional. The second dragon was the boss of the level. The third dragon was optional, but it was in the way. So you have to sneak around it. So what does that leave for the fourth dragon? What? Maybe it's actively chasing you through the level? Like shooting at you from a ledge or something, and you've got to take cover and run from it? Because I really hope it's something different. Because so far we've got 3 dragons, and and they're in 3 different roles. I'm just hoping that we get a 4th one. Give me a 4th different role for the dragon. You could do the chase sequence. You could do... What else could you do? Not seeing any sparkly saying to go either direction here. I bet you it's here. Well, I guess we'll find out about the blue dragon when we get there. I'm not expecting Earth to take very much longer here. Because I'm thinking there's going to be some sparklies right here. Oh, look, I'm right. There's our sparklies. And
Sound of shifting stone reverberates all around.
I guess we might get a hint as to what the next dragon's going to be based on what the boss of this one is. Giant Umber Hulk, maybe? Mudman? Stone Giant. Could be a Stone Giant. Keep alternating with the giants and dragons being optional. Alright, we do need to climb up there. I didn't even see the thing. Didn't even see the thing was actually up there. I only saw the sparkly was up there. That would have been a mean one if it didn't have the glowing green ring around it. Partially because I'm distracted thinking about what I want the other dragon to do, but... Alright, so we have... All we have to do is go punch this boss, and we'll be done with Earth Node, and we just have air left. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be a stone giant. Seems like the most obvious. We had a fire giant, we had a frost giant. Pretty sure it's going to be a stone giant. Alright, let's see. Anybody home? You're gonna... Oh no. It's just a ridiculously large earth elemental. Okie dokie. A hilariously large earth elemental. Slap. Give me my treasure. Oh, a sapphire of dodge, 5%. We have been getting a lot more of these things than I'm used to. Whatever. Maybe they changed the drop rate on the augments, because we've got an augment every couple packs. We're sitting on like 4 of them or so. And we're only on normal. We're not even running on higher difficulty. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm mostly just keeping an eye out for a wisdom +4 item. Potentially even 5. We can get up to +5 items already. And that'll open up our level 3 spell slot we can't use. And in we go. I want to fight another dragon.
Flip around. You are transported into the elemental node.
Air was usually the one I started in, if I remember right. Although whether that was chance or design, I don't know. Lots of air whipping around. If it's anything like it used to be, there's going to be big, tall caverns, and there's going to be tornadoes that you step in and they kind of shoot you up. Here we go. I mean, you're not really an invisible stalker if I can see you churning up all the dust around you. Oh yeah, I've seen this room before. Oh yeah, the griffins. I remember the... Oh, we just start right by the door we need. Cool. Hey, Zappy. Yeah, we don't jump nearly as high as I would like. We're in low gravity, which means we jump higher, but still not... Oh, interesting. There is more than one... Oops. More than one of those doors with a force field on it. Huh. Oh. Oh, I didn't even see this. I was just climbing for the sake of climbing. Hello, Rune. What do you do? I bet you these runes turn off those force fields. Yeah. Except for that one. That might be the actual door out, though. Okay, so there's little lights over more than one of them, though. We're gonna go this way. This is not a friendly helper light. Hoping the little electric ball is what I'm supposed to be following. Alright, so we had alternating giants. We did not have a stone giant. So, I guess no cloud giant. It was a large earth elemental, so to keep the symmetry between at least the pairs, I'm going to guess boss is blue dragon. Mini boss bonus thing is oversized air elemental. Just reverse it again. That's my guess. I was not paying attention to where the swirly majig was telling us to go. I think we're on the right path, though. Okay. We haven't found any of them yet. I feel like we've been running around for a decent amount of time. Where... Well, I think it wants me to go down. There's a commentary orb. There it is. Man, how much faster would the water one have been if I had just followed the things? So now we need to backtrack. Yeah, there's no thingies lit up anymore. Get back to that original room. I bet you that if you have Dimension Door, this would go faster. I want to make sure I don't miss the dragon if the dragon's not the boss. They've had a dragon in 3 out of 4. That was just a shrine. There's got to be a dragon. And blue is the one that's associated with air. There's got to be. There's got to be a blue dragon in here. Of course, if I go looking for it, and then it could just end up being the boss. But we fought the optional boss of every one of these so far. Yeah, this was a lot of nothing. Get off of me. These are so much better than they used to be. Like, oh man, I cannot overstate. Like, this has been, let's see, just eyeballing it. Probably 2 hours or so for the 2 quests. So this would have still been... I mean, it's been an hour since the last time I had to restart the game. And that was at the start of the fire node, I think. So yeah, we're an hour in, and if this was original version, we would not have got any XP. Oh, we would have got the bonus XP stuff. But yeah, the fact that you can just play a few of these at a time, and then if you have to go, you don't lose all of your freaking progress anymore. Or you could even potentially just skip these. It won't let me take the other quest. I'm sure that you are required to actually do the quests.
Is lit by the glow of many crystals, and the air seems much calmer.
But if you go into the quest with somebody who's already done it, I bet you they'll let you in. Yep, here's the gate beacon. Just chilling by a giant dust tornado thing. Can I jump in this? Doesn't hurt me. Doesn't let me jump higher. There's obviously no dragon in this room. Me wanty dragon. I'm really hoping that the epic version drops scales. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I wonder if it's random what your boss and optional guy end up being. Alright, I guess we'll just go to the middle. We need a door with a blinky thing on it. I think that's it. Alright, last. Oh, hello. Tempest, the air elemental. I think this is just a random... I think it's just a random encounter type boss, which... although I don't think we've seen very many of those in here. Maybe that is our bonus boss? I was guessing it was going to be an air elemental. I was expecting him to laser it. If that was the optional boss, then the dragon should be the boss. They've already done dragon as the boss, though. Oh, come on, shake off the harpy song. Not all bad guys in this hallway. I mean, they're probably neutral, technically, because they're just like elementals. The harpy note, well, is a harpy evil? Is it evil to be born, like, expecting to eat flesh? I mean, it's not like the harpies were raised any differently. Although I do feel if you are humanoid enough that you can use bows, because I think I've seen some of the harpies using a bow. It's like, okay, you're developed enough to know that you shouldn't be eating other sentients. We can just go to the boss. I know we can just walk to the boss now. But I really want to see... I mean, there's not really any other paths to go down. We kind of already did. Well, unless there's one down here that we've... Well, that's the way we're supposed to be going. I'm going to take a peek around this corner and then we'll go. Hopefully the boss is the dragon and then I won't feel bad that I missed anything. Well, this is a suspiciously round little cave here. Knocking me down is not the same as... Hello, secret door. Get out of my way, Ginny. What do we got? A rune! What does that do? We haven't found any runes in any of the other ones. And it was behind a secret door. What does that do? What does that do? Okay, we're gonna go check this out now, because now we've potentially got... Oh, see, look at... Oh! Uh-huh. You see all that? Uh-huh. Whoa. Hello. Hello. We found something. Hello. Twins. That's the gimmick. The gimmick is 2 of them. Found the dragon. Alright, hireling, I'm gonna need you to distract a dragon for me temporarily. I called the blue. Wakey wakey. They're probably, yeah, they're much smaller, right? Because there's 2 of them. There's a rune that we are now... Oh, that probably turns that off so we can get back out. Yep, that makes sense. But then what do you do? I mean, yeah, I know what this does. It's a Simon Says puzzle. Which they didn't have in the game when this first came out. This is absolutely a new thing. One more. All right, what happened? I don't know. We did a puzzle. I don't know what happened with that other rune. Like this rune was clearly to go up. This turned on the updraft. There's the gate thingy. You can see there's like a corner of a room right there on the map. And this is clearly supposed to go further that way. But the rune we found over there behind the secret door didn't do anything so far. Man. I'm glad I found the dragon. That would have bugged the shit out of me if we would have gone to this boss that is obviously now not going to be a dragon. We got to get up way higher because it was... Yeah, you can see the 3. That's the door we want. So just eyeballing... Yeah, we want to go up this one. Why does the little will-o-wisp sound like a dying velociraptor? Almost made it. Nope. No. Come on. Come on. Up. Up. I want to know what that other rune did, and I want to know what that puzzle did. Oh, damn it. Really? Really? You couldn't have widened the ledges or made our jump work a little better while you were revamping all this? So the way that momentum works in this game, see how I'm going backwards all of a sudden? Like, you lose your momentum when you bonk into something, and if you hit a slope, like I'll show you, if I jump right there, boom, I'm suddenly going sideways because I was angled off. Does it make any sense? No. You should just jump straight up down. They should not have all that bullshit momentum when you hit your head on things. Everybody gets mad at it because it makes climbing ledges really annoying. In a couple seconds when I can swing my sword again. Alright, so is the boss going to just be a giant air elemental, or are they going to throw us a curveball? Giant invisible stalker would be kind of funny. Still, no idea what that puzzle was for. No idea what the hidden rune was for. Oh. Cloud giant. Was not expecting them to go 3 out of 4 were a giant. Or had a giant. You guys are really more annoying than you are dangerous. Alright, air is done. I really want to... I'll just Google it later. But... Oh, hey, we got an item. We've got quite a few items considering that we're on normal mode. What does this do? Resistance, blurry, fortification. Okay, so exact same thing as the other thing, just the... it's the same as the light armor, just the Warforged version. Okay. So there's probably also a medium and heavy version of the same bonuses. Because that's usually how they do that. Alright. Finally. We can go and see what the biggest difference is going to be. Hi. I'll go take her on. Yep. I don't think I quite got the confirmation thing there. There we go. Temple depths, huh? I will go battle Zugitmoy. I'm expecting this to be the old entrance of the quest. Yep. This used to be the first area of part 2. So you would have to go you'd have to go through this door on the right in order to get the door seal. I never went that way because the door seal was always this way. Let's see if it's still this way. Doot, doot, doot. The cook, yep. It was usually pretty far in over here. Effectively around a corner. I think it was this one. It might have been the one next to it. We'll find out. I remember needing detect secret doors quite a bit for this section, but maybe that's just the path I happen to take. Yeah, it's not here. Even looking at the map, that's not right. I want to be in that half. And then hooks up and over. Some more guards I couldn't see. The map being... Oh, hello. That's a bunch of dudes. The map being perfectly like a graph paper grid throws me off when there's very obviously like diagonal kind of rooms in here. There you are. And then I think this is what I want. Door seal. So this part is unchanged from what I remember so far. I guess if you can't find the secret door, you were really supposed to go this way. Which is just another secret door. Interesting. You can't get the door seal without being able to see the secret door. I guess I could have just gone straight. Bloop. Maybe there's another door seal on the other side if you can't find the secret door, but I've just always gone that way. Find the commanders of the Greater Temple. Are they literally standing in front of me as I walk through here like they used to be? Because it looks like they're going to be. There's like a pyramid kind of looking thing right here. I have run this part of the quest many times. Because the chests here specifically used to potentially, or reportedly, had named loot that I wanted. I never got it. I gave up trying because I got really tired of it. Grinding for loot sucks. Playing the same bit of quest over and over and over and over and over again, and the game just saying, nope, you can't have it, come back later. Alright. This didn't used to be a doorway right there, so... Yeah, they sealed it all off. Are they still show up on the map at all? No? You can kind of see, like... See how those pillars are kind of suspiciously hallway width apart? I am pretty sure that that was the way to one of the elemental nodes. That was the way to the next one, and then same on the other side. So you would do this first part of the quest, get the door seal, kill them, then you would jump into the elemental nodes, do all 4 elemental nodes. 3 of them were locked from here, and it was usually this one that I went to that was unlocked. See, they still have the guys sitting down here. The guys who used to be in front of the door you'd want to go through. Or there. Either way. And you would basically only come back to this area if you A, died and had to run back through. Or maybe you couldn't make... Maybe you popped back out to go into a different elemental node. This? No. This was not a thing. Oh, interesting. So, toxic mushroom there, sheltering mushroom there. The purpose of this room is to teach you that if you get toxic, you can go to the sheltering one. Or you go to the cleansing one, and it gets rid of everything. And you can go and be protected from that one. So I've got numbing spores on me still. So I'm going to go back to the cleansing one. I think that was supposed to take it off. Okay. This all used to be evil altar. Just
This appears to be a large shrine. An intricate
there's your 4 elemental thingies. Is this just going to throw me into the fight? Or is this going to take me into the old pre-fight? Ooh. Here's where you would zone in, because it was basically random which one was the 4th one. You can follow me again.
This bronze door has had its magic wards removed, just like the others you have.
So, the mushroom room used to be here. Ooh. So you used to go, you'd pop out of whatever elemental node was your last one. You'd see the mushroom room, learn about the mushroom differences, then move on to this kind of walk around and... And then she was locked in this little box, I think. She used to have a very small boss arena. That's where the end chest would appear. Is she still in there? I don't see her. Interesting. So, I'm going to run into the middle of this and see if this triggers anything. No? Interesting. So I guess they're saying that she broke free of her little very small square box thing that she was fighting in before. Because I'm pretty sure her end chest used to be on her throne. There's a lot more here than there was. Alright. Fire resist out of habit. Acid resist because it's the closest to poison resist I've got. I guess I'll just throw them all on because I don't know what she can do anymore. And we'll acid resist on the hireling because acid arrow is highly likely to come after us. So, in this boss, hello, big mushroom lady. So, she will occasionally put up her own little shield, and we are supposed to, when she does her major big attack, we're supposed to go find a sheltering mushroom. You want to stay away from the toxic mushrooms. Keep an eye on where the cleansing ones spawn. What kind are you? You're cleansing again. I'm going to stay near this cleansing one, because it'll keep me from taking damage or debuffs or whatever it is. Just keeping an eye out for... It's cleansing again. I'll just beat you up a little bit. She had... So the problem I always had was she would summon this giant wave attack thing that would kill me in one hit. Even on just epic normal. See, there it comes. Sheltering mushroom. You have to get to the sheltering mushroom or you get smushed just like that hireling just did. Alright, I think I can just smite her to finish her off. See, there was a toxic one. Okay, do we have a cleansing mushroom left? I'll just use my own remove disease and lay on hands. Yeah, so the big pulsing wave attack thing, yeah. You very dead if you don't run to the protection mushroom. And if you're fighting off all of those demons and stuff and you're not actively looking for it, you can just get shot. And the worst part was... I don't think that's how you spell demon. So, found another page. That's 2 pages that were down here. Behold, our treasure of some gold and 1 random shield. Outer Temple Complex. Okay. I'm curious where this sends us. Oh, just out. Actually out. Astute is still intelligence. So, that was interesting. Yeah. The problem with her boss fight was that her superpower attack, if you tried to re-enter the boss fight, because it had a little force field, you click on it to go inside, right? So you have to run up, high-five the force field to get back in. If you had to, but you had to run through the entire, all 4 elemental nodes every goddamn time you died and had to re-enter and run back to fight her again. It was obnoxious. And then she could one-shot you with her super attack before you were even back in her boss arena. Like, it wasn't actually limited to her little arena. I've died walking back to her arena and just, oh, I'm dead before I'm even inside. There's no shelter mushrooms unless you're already inside. What are you supposed to do to that? But that was the old version. That was the old version. They probably fixed that. Oh, all my inventory slots are full. Get out of here. What a taste potion. I'll just drink you. There we go. I don't even care what I'm taking. So, Temple of Elemental Evil. Revamp. I'm not sure that part 1 needed a revamp, since most of the time we spent in part 1 was just trying to find the new way into the Earth Elemental, or the Earth Temple. And yes, there's a lot of ground to cover. That one felt a little bit forced. They probably could have left that as one part. I don't think anybody really had issues with that one. But splitting the elemental nodes of part 2 off into their own quests, hope that guy got a big bonus, because even, even if we use the metric we've used on other packs and say, yeah, it's just 4 quests of doing the same thing. Run around, pull 4 levers, fight a boss. Like, it might as well be like the depths chain that we've already done. I do like that they're very elementally themed. At least the water one and the air one, you actually do elemental themed stuff. Earth didn't really do very much other than be a cave with crystals in it. Although the Earth one did have the dragon kind of blocking the way, which still leaves the fire one to just kind of be a cave with some lava in it. But yeah, I am so much happier with this quest pack now that they've made these changes. That was a good idea, because this old version of these quests was an easy skip. Like, it's novel to run through once, but it's frustrating, or it used to be very frustrating to farm if you wanted anything that Zugget Moy herself dropped. It was so long. And it was because of the random nature of where the little nodes used to be, you couldn't even just memorize the path. Like, if they weren't random, it was just like, all right, well, I always go do, and it's done. But they were random. This is so much better. I think they have the potential to still be random, but you're doing them one quest at a time. You're spacing the XP out better. We got a lot more XP than we used to get, because each of those elemental nodes was like 5k. That would make it 20k, plus I think we got another 5 for the final one. I don't think that quest used to be 25k, 3 levels over. Like, we're almost level 12 already. Yeah, so new version, I like it. It's very long to do all of them in one shot still, but they've definitely cleaned it up quite a bit. It's still a big, cool area. If you like exploring, this is a great pack for exploring. I'm not too familiar with the loot anymore, because it looks like they changed up the loot as well. But there are named items. They exist. That is more than a lot of the older packs have. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It is so much better than it used to be. Oh. Did it count as completed on our quest list now? Because it was on my list as level 7, because that's what it used to be. Look at that. Temple of Elemental Evil. Part 1 and 2 still count as not done. Those have got to be the old versions. They're just still on the list. Because then what do they call it now? Oh yeah, they just had, so they're level 8. Yeah. TOEE. There they are now. Interesting. So, some of them they use the abbreviation, and some of them they still write it out. Temple of Elemental Evil, Water and Fire. If you like exploring, this is a good pack for exploring. There's lots of little optional things, especially the first quest, that one where we're looking for the way into the Earth Temple. So many things to go look for that I completely skipped because I knew vaguely which direction I needed to go. There's a lot to do. Plenty of things to go do. If you want efficient quests that you can just kind of bang out to just grind XP, probably not. Although, yeah, because the nodes... Then if the nodes are still random, then you're not going to want to grind those. I'll say this. If you have this pack and you haven't run it since they revamped it, definitely go rerun it, because it's definitely got some upgrades to it. If I was deciding whether or not to buy this pack, knowing what I know about it, it's big and it's cool, but it's not super impactful. So, like, Feywild gave you such good gear that it's a major part of your character. I don't think this one has the same impact. Definitely pick this up on sale, though. You know, just like even just the little 20-30% sales that they have every 2 months or so. Pick it up, give it a run. It is so much better than it used to be. This was... If I had done this before the revamp, this would have been a hard skip. This would have been a don't even buy it when it's on sale, because Part 2 is such a slog. But they fixed it. They fixed it now. Definitely give this one a run. I am far more amused by this than I was expecting to be. So, next time, we are actually moving into level 8 quests officially. Such a weird thing. They moved this pack from level 7 to 8. Like, it used to be 7. Now all of them are level 8. Like, why? Weird. Like, it's fine, just I don't understand why they would put in the effort. Anyway, we're moving into level 8 officially. So, next time we're going to be doing all of the free level 8 quests. And there's a decent chunk of them. And some of these have the first appearance of some very classic monsters. So, and one of them is exceptionally difficult back in its day. So yeah, next time, the free level 8 quests. So, thanks for watching. I'm pretty pleased with how this revamp turned out, so join us next time, get some free quests done. Be a good time.